Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home. Today, in this session, I will start with English, first language, that is government book, Unit 1. Name of the unit is Many Kinds of Art. Already you are doing drawing in the class, we are doing other activities of craft. This chapter is full of kinds of arts. Which types of arts are there? You can see over the here picture is drawn. Scenery, forest. Here also one picture is drawn. You can see this unit is about full of art. This picture is a famous art print by Currier and Ives, first printed in 1872. What do you see in this picture? You have to list in your notebook that which things you are watching over here, which type of birds and animals are there, what is there. How many words did you list? You have to count and see. Vincent Van Gogh was an artist who lived in the Netherlands from 1853 to 1890. He painted more than 900 paintings. See, listen children, he was a good artist. In his life, he had painted more than 900 paintings. During his life, he only sold one painting, but now his paintings are very valuable and famous. When he was alive at that time, out of 900, more than 900 he had painted, but only one painting was sold and all others were not sold. But after his death, now his paintings are very valuable and famous. Van Gogh liked to use very thick paint and he loved color. Look at this detail from one of his painting. You can see over here. So dark he has painted. What colors do you see? Do you see the rough texture of the canvas? How would you describe the paint? Is it thick, thin, heavy, light, dark, bright, soft, hard, flat, bumpy, firm? Which type of drawing is this? What you see in this picture? Van Gogh made these strokes with his brush. Do you think he pushed on the canvas firmly or softly? Did he move the brush quickly or slowly? How do you think he made these marks? How he has painted these marks? Yes, here below you can see three pictures are given. You can see over here three pictures are given. One picture is self-portrait. That means it is a painting that Van Gogh painted of himself. The way an artist paints, the colors he chooses and the shapes he likes for all part of his style. Van Gogh's paintings are all different subjects, but the style of all three is the same, meaning that in each of his paintings he used the colors and shapes that he liked. Look at these paintings carefully. What colors and shape do you think that Van Gogh liked? These are the parts of his style. To describe Van Gogh's style, name at least three things that all the paintings have in common. You can see over here, I have written here which three common features I have seen in these three pictures that I have written. I am going to just read. You see, first, the common thing I saw in the picture is all of them show small strokes of brush, making streaks and forming various lines. Second common thing I saw in these three pictures is all of them show that they are mixture of different colors. Vivid colors convey passionate feelings of the painters. We can see different shades of blue color is more. You can see over here the blue shade is more. Now third common thing I saw is he must be using big, medium and small brushes to form lines that give impression of 3D shapes. You know, Rangoli is an integral part of Indian culture. On festivals, we prepare Rangoli to welcome God and guests. Here are some beautiful rangolis given, and which things we use to make rangolis. For example, we use gypsum color, flowers, leaves, lamps, dust, saw, grains to prepare rangoli. So you discuss with your friends that which type of items you use and write it on your own in this chart, that which types of things we use to make rangoli. You can see over here the 4 rangolis are given in this picture. You have to discuss in the group with your friends, and 5 essential qualities and skills to become a good rangoli artist. You have to write it over here. The rangoli artist should have this quality, the rangoli artist should have that quality. 5 points you have to write it over here on your own. Children, here are the quotes from famous people about colors. The quotes are interesting, but the people did not explain what they meant. So, I am going to explain you. Colors are the smiles of nature. When the painting is completed, when we see different colors, then as if the nature is smiling, we can feel like that. This quote is written by Leigh Hunt. Second, colors speak all languages. By seeing the painting or that particular, we can say that what this painting mean to say, means it talks what the artist want to speak, that he puts in his painting. So we can say that colors speak all languages. It's not speaking, but we feel that what this picture means to say by seeing. So Joseph, it was written by Joseph Addison. I prefer living in color, David Hockney. Means always our life should be colorful, always smiling, always polite language. This quotes means to say that you have to develop all these qualities in your own life. You have to live colorful life, not an unhappy life. Do you see the word color in the quotes? Color and COLOUR color and COLOR color are both correct spelling of the same word. So our favorite FAVOURITE or FAVORITE, neighbor, and NEIGHBOR, neighbor. The U is used in most writing in India. But without U also these spellings are correct. Now one more quote about color or idea of my own I have written in this. You can write it, any quote if you know on your own regarding color. People reveal their true colors in due time. Means we say no, okay, now she will show after a few months, now she will show that what is her nature, what is her behavior, true color, what is her actual nature, she will show after few months, or he will show after few months. Again one more quote, nature always wears the colors of the spirit. Nature always wears, it is not an clothes to wear, but we say like that, nature always wear the colors of the spirit. When we see in the nature in the open air, whether the mountains are there or any scenery, we go to that place, we feel that the so colorful, it gives the spirit, good spirit to our life. Now the poet has written a poetry on art. The crayon box that talks means a crayon box can talk? No, but it is the imagination of the poet by Shane D. Rolfe. Who has written this poem? It is written by Shane D. Rolfe. Now see what he says. I will read the poem and then I will explain you. While walking through a toy store the day before today, I overheard a crayon box with many things to say. I don't like red, said yellow, and green said, nor do I. And no one here likes orange, but no one knows quite why. We are a box of crayons that really doesn't get along, said blue to all others. Something here is wrong. Well, I bought that box of crayons and took it home with me. and laid out all the colors so the crayons all could see. They watched me as I colored with red and blue and green and black and white and orange and every color in between. They watched as green became the grass and blue became the sky. The yellow sun was shining bright on white clouds drifting by, colors changing as they touched, becoming something new. They watched me as I colored. They watched till I was through. Now see what the poet wants to say by writing this poem. One day, the poet was walking through a toy store and he overheard a crayon box talking. The colors in the box were talking. They were expressing their dislikes for one another. They themselves never knew the reason for their not getting along with each other. The poet brought home that box and laid out all the colors facing one another. He arranged all the colors facing one another. They watched the poet using all of them for a picture. Green became the grass, blue became the sky, the yellow a bright sun and the white was used to paint clouds shifting by. The poet began to start off soon after the picture was completed. At that time the colors released that each of them was unique and no one was of less importance. All had their own importance. They were fighting, I don't want red and I don't want green. But then they realized that without each other, the painting would not be completed. Each color has its own importance in that particular drawing. The picture would be completed with the use of all of them together. The moral of the poem is, united we stand, divided we fall. If we live in unity, then we have a good strength. But if we fight, then we fall. Nobody supports us when we are alone. We have read about painting, poetry and plays. Music is also an art, children. Let's read some idioms about music. Idioms are the group of words that have special meaning that is different from the ordinary meaning of each separate word. Now see here the idioms are given. Number 1 is blow your horn. Blow your own horn means to praise your own abilities and achievements. You yourself say that I am this, I am that, I know this, I know that. Means you are praising yourself, not to others. The sentence is, we all know you are the best student in the class. There is no need to blow your horn. Seema says she finds it difficult to blow her own horn because she is a very shy person. I don't want to sit near Rahul at the party. He always blowing his own horn. પોતાના જ વખાણ કરે means so nobody likes that particular student's company. So we should never praise ourselves. Next idiom is music to your ears means news or information that you are very pleased to hear, very eager to listen what others are saying. You are pleased to listen to others. I am so happy to hear that you are also so well. It's music to my ears. Oh Sunita, you are so sweet. I must admit that your words are music to my ears. Means when you listen to somebody, you are pleased to hear that news. The accused man said it was music to his ears when the judge said not guilty. To hear good news. Use now for a song. Next idiom is for a song means very cheaply at a low price. He bought his house for a song 2 years ago. I thought I was getting the gems for a song, but I was actually paying too much. Means the amount is more and the value of the thing is cheap, not too good. This is one of my favorite pieces of furniture and I got it for a song in a trade fair. You saw over here the 3 idioms: blowing his own horn, music to my ears, and for a song. Photograph Photography is also a wonderful modern art, children, using variety of cameras like digital, SLR, mobile cameras. Photographers capture images and arrange exhibition, participate in photography competition at national and international level, as well as upload them on the websites for various purposes. You all know nowadays you are using your mobile phones, using the cameras, and good photography you can do at your young age, at your small age, and you can develop this activity in your life. Out of many type of photography, one popular type is landscape photography. How can you do the landscape photography? What are the tips? Beautiful landscape photos are often defined by the quality of light they were taken in. As a consequence, photographers tend to shoot early in the morning or during late afternoons when the sun is lower, less contrasty, and often displays color palette of moody hues. For this reason, the hours after dawn and before dusk are known as the magic hours. Rising at dawn doesn't sit well with your idea of a relaxing weekend. Don't panic. There are plenty of great landscape opportunities throughout the day. Any landscape photographers desire an image that appears sharp throughout the scene so that elements of foreground interest such as rock, lake, in a lake look just as sharp as the distant horizon. These are the tips when to take the photographs of landscape. One of the great problems for landscape photographers is difference in brightness between the sky and the land. While the human eye is capable of perceiving detail across this tonal range, a digital sensor isn't capable of recording it. Great landscape photography is not necessarily about hunting out of the most pictures seen in the most wonderful light and at the most perfect time of the day. Indeed, there are many aspects of the world's landscape that are less glamorous, such as the effects of heavy farming, rapidly expanding suburbs, and sprawling industrial wastelands that can make a poignant subject for the concerned photographer. Take a look of the effects of the man on the landscape near your home and use them as a photographic subjects. You can see over here the picture of one landscape is given. Here the another landscape is given. Here the table chart is given. Element are time, light, location and depth of the field. Landscape 1 and landscape 2. What I have observed that I have written, you can write it on your own if you want to write. Time of the first landscape is close to sunset, when the sun was just setting at that time. The time is near to the sunset time. The light is cloudy, it is dim. Location is of hilly area. Here you can see the hills are there. So the location is of hilly area and the depth of the field is low contrast. And in the second landscape you can see over here is, it is a morning time at about 11 o'clock. You can see over here the morning time. Bright sunlight is there, orange color here, light you can see. Plains, it is location is sea level and depth of the field is high, not low. In the first landscape it was low and now it is high.